Hey guys, so you already know what time it is, right? Uh, Hold on a second. Let me get let me get some sad music. It's back to school. I don't even know why I'm sad I don't go to school. On a serious note though, it is pretty much that time of the year again where a lot of you guys out there have to kiss all that summer freedom goodbye and start buckling down for some studies. And I know what a lot of you guys are thinking, that man, it sucks. And I kind of agree with you to a certain extent. Like, yeah, it's who wants to give up all that freedom, staying up until 4 a.m. and then sleeping until like midday? That sounds kind of awesome. But I'm here to see if I can help you guys to sort of get your mind right, like switch gears to be ready for back to school. So I'm gonna give a little bit of advice to see if I can help you guys out, just navigating the troublesome times or the awesome times ahead, because it's whatever you make of it. One of the biggest pointers I can give, and one of the most helpful ones in my opinion, is don't spend too much time looking back. Like, the summer was awesome, the summer was too short, wish it lasted all year, all these wonderful things. But guess what? The longer you spend thinking about how awesome the summer was, the more you kind of miss it and the more you kind of don't want to go back to school. So what I think would help is if you take a little bit of your time to switch your mind from thinking about the summer that was to thinking about the school year that will be. Because come on, you have all your friends at school, you have all these other wonderful things at school. There were positive things too about school. Not to mention, whatever it is that you want to achieve in the future, school will at least help you to get there to some extent. And it's always good to focus on the positives of what is to come rather than thinking of all the homework and all the whatever else that makes you feel not too happy or excited to go back to school. So now that we've got the summer sort of, on the back burner right now, let's zero in a little bit on school itself. One of my major bad habits for school was procrastinating. And I don't care what anyone says, I think we all procrastinate at some point or another. Typical me procrastinating kind of played out like this. Alright, so I just got home from school. Let's see, it's 5 o'clock now. That leaves me with about 5 hours to study and get enough rest for that test tomorrow. 5 hours does seem like a lot of time. I mean, I could play a little bit of video games to break it up, maybe? It's 8 o'clock already, man, the time flies. Alright, so I gotta get this done, but my room is a mess, so I need to take care of that right now. I can't work under these conditions. It's 10:30. Lord, please help me. Okay, let's see. If I start studying now, I'm gonna be tired tomorrow. You know what? Let me respond to this text real quick. No point in worrying now. And the worst part about all that happening was that I would actually not fail the test. And that, somewhere in the back of my mind, taught me even more that procrastinating was okay. But that sort of caught up to me later on in life when I realized, hey, it may have gotten me through school and my schoolwork, but now I have actual things in life that I want to do. I want to start this YouTube channel, I want to get into sports, I want to learn a new instrument, I want to learn a new language. I started procrastinating on things I actually wanted to do for myself because I built that habit up for so many years, and it took me a while to even start breaking out of that habit. And even to this day, it's something that I still have to be working on. So one of my biggest advice is, the earlier that you can find those little bad habits and you can sort of start coming up with your little strategy and little ways to deal with it, I think the better that will be for you in the long run. Another tip too is make school enjoyable. Like, I know that a lot of what goes on in school is going to be out of your control. You're not going to really control the amount of homework that you have. You're not going to really control the amount of classwork that you have. But there's a lot that is within your control, and that's where I want you to focus your energy on. You do control who you have around you as your friends. You do control what it is that you do for fun. One more thing. No matter what you do, don't let the negative things hold you down for too long. No matter what happens, ups and downs are all a part of life. So choose to focus on the ups and don't let the downs keep you down for too long, because it's when you start to bounce back from that you start to build that strength and you start to build those muscles, figuratively speaking, and then you start to get really buff with all the bulging muscles, figuratively speaking, that is. And I know there are a lot of other ideas that could go on and on to this list, so that's what I kind of want you guys to do today. Like, add a comment below just with a tip for someone else who's starting school, like what it is that you would want them to know before they start school. You can make it funny, you can make it helpful, whatever it is that works for you. But we're trying to help each other out here, and I would love to hear what you guys have to say about this. So thank you again for listening to me rant. I really appreciate it. Please click that like button, click that subscribe button, click that share button, and then tell all your other friends to do the same thing too. I really appreciate it. And stay awesome, stay in school, don't do drugs, and eat more cheesecake. I don't know why I said that. Yeah, that's it for now. Thank you guys. Peace out.